Hi everybody, Marylou here with Exit Realty Group. I wanted to tell you about this next video. As you know, if you've watched my other videos, I have talked about all the selling of the house, the agents, all that kind of stuff. Now, these next few videos are going to be about the buyer. And there's some tips that I want to share with you so that you can make buying your house really simple. So let's get started. Alrighty, the tea. I'm only going to pour a little bit and I'm only going to have a little sip because I want to get all this info to you. Okay, so the first thing, you're a buyer, you want to buy a house. The first thing I would suggest you do is go online and do your own credit score. Do it for you, do it for your spouse or partner. You need to know what your credit score is. And if there's some blemishes on that credit score that you can fix, now's the time to do it. Because sometimes I'll tell you, and it's even happened to me, I've been at some place, hey, you want to free this? Yep, sure. The next thing I know, I have a credit card. But I've never used that credit card. Let me tell you, that credit card is still on your credit report. And to get it off, you have to physically email that credit card holder and say, I don't want it, cancel it. And because if you have too many of these never used credit cards, however, it goes against your score. So a little tip, again, do your own credit score. Once you're in place, once you have fixed some things, make the appointment. Either call your bank, call your financial institution, or call a private mortgage lender, okay? And when I say mortgage lender, I should really say mortgage broker. This morning, I phoned my good friend, Mark Carr, who works at Marbell Financial Services. He was more than generous to give me a nice checklist. I'm going to go over some of these items with you. It's also going to be included at the end of this video. This makes life easy. Because nothing, you don't want to waste time. You don't want to go to the bank and go, oh, I don't have this, oh, I don't have that. Have everything. Be organized, make everybody's life easy. So, the credit, we have talked about your credit score. You want to make sure credit cards are up to date. You don't want to really have missed too many payments in the last couple of years. You want to be able to be in good standing. So, those lenders are going to say, wow, he works, he makes money, she pays the bills on time. Yes, I'll lend them a certain amount of money to buy a home. That's what you want to hear. You want to be in good standing. So the credit is very important. So now, let's say you're going to see Mark. Mark's going to say, this is what I need from you. Now, he's going to need more than what I'm going to tell you, but the most important things is he wants to see some pay stubs. He wants to know that you're working. He wants to know how much money you have saved for a down payment on that purchase. He will want to know notice of assessment, your income tax summary, the last 2 years, that first page you get. He'll want to see that. He wants to see everything that will prove your income and your payment history, okay? He'll want to know a list of your debts. He wants to know the list of those payments of those debts, and let's be up to date with all our debts, with all our payments. I don't care if it's a phone bill or a utility bill. You try to pay them right on time. It increases that credit score. And you want the highest credit score so that, again, it all flows and then we say, wow, this guy is worth it. Years ago, I used to work in a finance company and we always went on the 3 C's: credit, character, and the ability to pay, okay? And I will tell you, it's not as much now to have that personal contact because your information is fed and you've got to fit all those categories. Yes, your character does come into play, but seriously only after the fact that you have the ability to pay. Okay, so we have to prove that we are in good standing throughout it all. That's the most important thing I want you to know. Also, something that may be overlooked, You may go to work, you pay your rent or your mortgage that's existing now, you pay your utility bills. But your lender will also know, are you paying child support? Are you paying other debts that aren't the normal in the, I don't mean to say normal, but of the ordinary. So you have to release all information so that your lender can have a true story of you, so that they can fill in all the blocks. Once your lender will tell you, hey, you're approved, you can go buy a $350,000 house or maybe a $525,000 house. He will be able to tell you how much you can spend on a house by what you provide him, and that's what you want to do. So once you get your budget, you're pre-approved for that. That's not your final confirmation of financing. I want you to know that. You have to find the house, then you provide that lender with the MLS listing and the agreement of purchase and sale, so that then they can also in turn do the final confirmation of the financing. Again, it's an easy process as long as you have the documents, you provide the documents, and you stay organized. Time is of the essence, always. Especially with purchasing a house, the market it's a busy time for buying and selling. You have to be prepared. You can't say, oh, well, I need 10 days to get that firmed up. No, you probably don't have 10 days. You have 5 to 7. And sometimes even only 3. So do your homework. Get that credit score done. Make that appointment with Mark or anybody else of your choosing, and carry on. Get yourself an agent. Give me a shout, and we will find you a home. Listen to the rest of the videos. They're going to be a little bit more in depth of all these details. And at any time you have any questions, feel free to call me. Thank you.